Hello guys, welcome for another video in this 100 most popular algorithm series. Today we are going to cover group anagrams algorithm, which is a string based algorithm as you can see, and it's a medium level categorized algorithm. So let's quickly go over the problem statement. So here we are given an array of strings and we basically need to group the anagrams together. So first and foremost, let's go over what is an anagram. So anagram is a word or a phrase which is formed by rearranging the letters of a different word or phrase, typically using all the original letters exactly once. Now, this is a key, right? So for example, ate, eat and tea. Now these all are anagrams to each other because they all have three letters A, E and T, and in exactly the same frequency, that is one occurrence of each letter. So we need to basically combine all these, group all these anagrams together. So in order to solve this problem, the approach that we are going to take is basically hash table. So what we need to do here is we need to find a common thing between these anagrams, and then we can store them together again in the hash table against a common that common key, right? So most typically in these kind of problems, in the kind of anagrams kind of problems, sorting generally helps, right? So when you sort all these three things, you essentially get the same thing, which is AET, right? So let's check this hash table out here. So as I mentioned, these three are anagrams to each other. When you sort them out, they all get transformed into this common thing, which is AET, right? This common string. Now that we can keep it as a key of our hash table, and against that we basically keep on adding all the items which matches this key, right? So that way we can populate our anagrams together and we can build our hash table. So the hash table approach is what we are going to take now. So let's begin solving this problem. So I'll just break this problem into two parts. One is we need to build our hash table, right? So build a hash table, and the second thing is, once this hash table is built in this form, what we need to do is we have the groups, right? We have anagrams we have grouped all the anagrams. We just have to extract them and put it in a common output, right? So that build output is like this, where all the grouped anagrams are kept in a enclosing array, right? So let's start solving this problem. So obviously we need a hash table. So the hash table in Python is a dictionary, right? So this is like this. Then what we'll do is we'll loop over all the strings in this array, okay, and then we put it in its right place in the hash table, right? So let's first iterate through all the strings. I'll call them as an item in strs, which is the string name. So I'm looping over all the items, all the strings. Now first thing I need to do here is basically find the common key, right? I mean, transform this item to the common item that I mentioned, which is the sorted version of it. So I need a sorted item here, sorted item, which is equal to, and I can do the sorted and the item. So what this function will do is it will take this string, it will convert it into its individual pieces, which is the letters T, A, E, A separately, right? And then it will sort them. It will sort them and store in the form of Python list, right? Now in order to convert it back to string, because as I know, as we all discussed, that we are dealing with here, I want to store it in the form of string, right? So I don't want to deal with list. So what I'll just do is this sorted list, I'll just convert it back, I'll just join it back, I'll just join it back in to form the string, right? So yeah, but for my join, I don't need to pass anything because I actually don't want to join it with a character. I just want to join it like that, right, without anything in between, right? So this sorted item will be this AET for this particular string, right, the first item. Now what we need to do here is we need to check if this sorted item, this key basically is already present in the hash table, right? So here what we need to do is we can check if this is already present in the hash table. Then basically you just append the item, right? So you refer to that particular key in the hash table. So this is that particular entry that I'm referring to in the hash table, and then that is a list. I'll store it in the form of list, right? So I'll just then append this item in the list, right? So basically what we are saying is, if there is a key present AET, and so there must be a list present, right? I must have added a list. So just append this new item at the end of the list. Now else, if the key is missing, like this is the first anagram, in that a group of anagrams, if this is the first anagram found, then you just create a new entry. So you just say hash table and sorted item, which is the new entry for this anagram, and then you basically create a new list and you add that item in that list. Okay, right? So we now have finished our first step, which is to build the hash table, right? So now the hash tables is created, so which means this table is already built. Now what we need to do as the final step is map over all the values of the hash table and then add it in a common output. So I'll just call it as a common output. Okay, I'll just map over all the items in the hash table. Oops, hash table. Okay, I'm having a bad day of typing. Hash table dot values. Right, so that will give me all the values. Then what I need to do here is output dot append, and I'll just add the item. So item is basically an array. This array, this list is gets stored in the item. So I'll just add the items and then return the let's run this. So yeah, that's the code that we need to write. Let's try to run it. Hopefully there are no compilation issues. Yeah, so as you can see, we got the output. All the anagrams are grouped together, and they can be any order as mentioned in the problem statement, so don't need to worry about that. Right, so let's submit our code. Yeah, it got accepted. All the test cases were passed. Right, so that's how you solve this problem. I hope you like it. Stay tuned for more videos like this. See you.